Welcome back, YouTubers, to our TNA Sacrifice pay-per-view preview and predictions, of course, with us, the dynamic duo, the dynamic dudes, whatever you want to call us, the British dudes, the British Fist, of course.
Ka-ching!
That's our proper name, and you should ka-ching us out there too. Subscribe up above, like this video, and comment your thoughts going into this TNA Sacrifice pay-per-view down in the comment section below.
Make sure you contact us in the link in the description box below.
I am Mr. Parkin. This guy sitting next to me, who's about to do something really awesome, is none other than MJ.
What's up?
As you guys will know, he did a really cool what's up. He always does a cool what's up. I don't know why I keep saying that. But anyway, so we're going into Sacrifice this Sunday, of course. I think the feeling of the pay-per-view is that it's kind of just filler until TNA can get to their bigger pay-per-view, which is their 10-year anniversary, Slammiversary. It kind of feels like the Victory Road of Slammiversary in the sense that there's a lot of kind of filler in this. There's not much substance, and the build has been kind of, I wouldn't say lackluster, but it seems like they've been really trying to concentrate long term rather than trying to give us something good, something really good on this pay-per-view at some point.
And that's the thing, because the first thing I want to talk about quickly is the Go Home show. The thing I've just noticed by looking at the list of matches is that the show came up, and the one thing we did not get on the Go Home show was Samoa Joe and Magnus. The rest of the wrestlers were there doing their thing. I don't know why they left the tag team champs out of it, but they did give the importance to the rest of the wrestlers, which gave them what they needed for the pay-per-view, just not really enough for us to believe that they were important for the pay-per-view.
Now, I feel there could be some good matches on this pay-per-view. I just feel that with Slammiversary coming around, and with it being their 10-year anniversary, TNA are really trying to vamp up that show and set up a load of things, which is why we got a lot of what seems like filler in here, which could help continue storylines. I think this is why that pay-per-view is there. So it does kind of feel like a filler pay-per-view, in all honesty, even though we do have some good matches on this card. Do you want to start off with the 2-on-1 handicap match for the TNA Television Championship? The match we all wanted to see in the IWC! Devon Testify versus Robbie E and Robbie T. Don't testify!
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to Robbie
Testify!
E.
Testify!
Because we all know that Robbie E is the greatest thing to happen in TNA, and he's going to get the belt back and go to the top. The thing is, it's ridiculous that they're continuing this feud. They're trying to make us think that the TV title means something by having Robbie E chasing Devon's title, where we thought when Devon got the title in the first place, he would make it mean something and go up against other wrestlers. But sadly, they were replaying this match over and over again, and this match, handicap match, still not going to mean anything. Devon should retain. Devon
should retain this, of course. No idea why they're still putting Robbie E in the TV title spot when it's the fact that no one really wants to see him in there. And Devon, and especially when they're defending it now every week on TV, you expect them to try and elevate that belt, and putting Robbie E in there just devalues that belt even fucking more.
And let me just check if Robbie E's name is on my clip. Bosh! Get lost.
It wouldn't hurt even if you did hit me with that clipboard. Gail Kim versus Brooke Tekmaker for the TNA Knockouts Championship. I must admit, MJ, this is probably the most interesting Knockouts title match I've seen in quite a while in this. Just because, and hear me out on this one, just because we have someone new that we haven't seen in there before. And I know it's kind of like a filler match until Slammiversary, but Gail Kim versus Brooke Tekmaker should at least be something interesting because it'll be something new.
That's the thing. They are trying to bring in this whole idea of bringing in new knockouts to the chance to get the belt. So I'm hoping they continue this after this feud in either Brooke getting another rematch or just bringing in another knockout to go for the belt. And I look at this and they're keeping like Velvet Sky, Mickey James out for a little while and giving other knockouts a chance. So that's why I'm giving this match a thumbs up.
I mean, they've made Brooke Tekmaker look very strong. She's got, what, 3 wins over Gail Kim, and then you had Gail Kim attack her on the Go Home show. So they've really tried their hardest to make Brooke Tekmaker look strong, which is exactly the reason why Gail Kim will win. Because Gail Kim, she should really retain the belt here against the Brooke Tekmaker. It would be really stupid if someone like Brooke Tekmaker won the belt the first time she was supposed to, she was meant to. I think if they're going to make her win the belt, they should save it for a bigger occasion, kind of like they did with Velvet Sky over, then they shouldn't really fuck it up or have a bigger star come in afterwards. But should still be a good match. Brooke Tekmaker has improved in the ring since last year, so I expect this to be at least a compelling matchup.
Because the thing is, they're going to be using Brooke to give Gail Kim a win. Yes, it's not a big win, but it's a thing that she's helping another knockout look good. And the question is, who's Gail Kim going to face next, going to do a bigger pay-per-view?
Exactly. Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. A match which once main evented Genesis. Again, I mean, I'll say there's a couple of things here. This match kind of came out of nowhere. Didn't really get that much build. It just seems like there's 2 matches on this card. You know the other one I'm talking about. It's a tag title match that are kind of there just to continue this whole AJ Daniels storyline, and this match is one of them. But despite the fact that it hasn't got any build or any proper substance behind it, it should at least still be a good match. And maybe we'll see Kurt Angle turn face officially at the pay-per-view. Who knows?
It could be a way to look at it, and that's the other thing I did mention at the beginning, that Kurt Angle, if he's got this match at the pay-per-view, they could have used him as well. He's going to get AJ. Yes, the match is not hugely important, but just to give this match some kind of direction, meaning, or a reason why it's happening would have been good, instead of just thrown in there. So this match, I'm not saying it could be a bad match, it's got 2 good wrestlers in, it's just not really got me a reason to want to watch this match.
It's just a shame that a match as great as Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles is essentially filler to see another Daniels versus AJ match. What, the 3rd time we've seen it since like last year?
Dan, it's an awesome match, and it's the first time we're ever going to see it.
The last time we're ever going to fucking see it, hopefully.
See it again.
But yeah, I mean, Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles, it'll be a good match probably. From a wrestling standpoint, but it's kind of just filler there to continue that AJ Styles feud. Maybe get Kurt Angle a face turn. Who do I expect to win here? I'd say Kurt Angle, just on a limb. I think this is a mix-up. Who will win here? I say Angle probably.
You say Angle, I say AJ.
Oh, well, we'll have a little wager on that one then, shall we? When we get to the pay-per-view. Jeff Hardy versus Mr. Anderson. Again, this kind of seems like another filler match, but my question here is, with the build, they've been this like they kind of promoted this like it's the 2nd most important match on the show. And when you got Hardy and Anderson in there, 2 guys that could potentially draw for your company, I can understand that. And they tried to build this without turning Anderson heel, but will they turn Anderson full blown heel at this pay per view? Probably, maybe not.
To be honest, I don't care about the heel face turn because Anderson's been one of the ones who's changed so many times. If it happens, people can be like, I don't care, I've seen it before. So if it does change, no one's going to be surprised. They'll be like, yeah, people like Anderson, but they've seen it before, they're used to it, blah, 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 do it whatever you've got to do. Put Jeff Hardy over, because I pretty much see Jeff Hardy going, because he's a bigger wrestler over Anderson, and Anderson's going to have to wait for a later time to get his push or direction or some kind of possible stronger feud for him to go back to the top or somewhere else.
So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with Jeff Hardy going into Slammiversary. They're going to have a rematch between these 2 or something. It just seems like it's kind of just been thrown in there last minute, sort of, kind of like the AJ Styles Kurt Angle thing, even though they announced it a couple of weeks ago. But there we go. Should, I guess, still be a good match, even though we've seen it a couple of times on free TV now. The tag team title match is a match I want to talk about next. Samoa Joe and Magnus versus Daniels and Kazarian. Now, Daniels and Kazarian are probably the most sort of legit tag team you can have right now to go up against Samoa Joe and Magnus, who are heel, because Moxie Machine Guns, who I think they're going to face at Slammiversary, are face. But this has been built sort of alright. It's just that in the go-home show, you had Daniels and Kazarian concentrating on AJ Styles, like it's building up to Slammiversary, instead of this, which made it feel like filler. And I don't think this kind of match should feel like filler, because I think this could be a good tag team match.
That is the thing, because with Samoa Joe and Magnus got this big push by different wrestlers to get where they're at now. They are a tag team to watch out for, a dominant force, and this should be a good match. We know Daniels can put on a good fight, and Kazarian, well, he's getting himself somewhere, I guess, by being in a match like this. But overall, I see it going to be a retain. I don't see Samoa Joe and Magnus losing. And then they're going to probably, obviously, go back towards Daniels and AJ. But this match just has not had a good enough build for me to be like overly interested in this match. It's
true. I mean, with the open fight night there, it kind of devoid a week of. Actually, no, they did hype this on the open fight night. That was the thing. They did do that. So this will basically be filler. But then Daniels and Kazarian will go after AJ afterwards, and Samoa Joe and Magnus will probably feud with Moxie Machine Gun, going into some kind of stipulation match at Slammiversary, maybe an Ultimate X match. Who really knows what they're going to do?
Yeah, just bring Machine Guns back because they've disappeared.
Yeah, they have. I know they have disappeared, haven't they? It's right after they've just returned them. But there we go. I think one match which I'm very interested in, and I know you are as well, Austin Aries versus Bully Ray. Now, this at the moment, in my opinion, it's probably the most compelling feud TNA have got on their TV show. And the great thing is, it's incredibly simple. You have a bully character who's a heel, who I know you and I both adore, and Austin Aries, who's the up-and-coming face, which the crowd love, who's small and is, you know, a target for Bully Ray, and he wants to overcome the bully, which is why It's such a simple storyline, but it works so well because you've got such a great heel in Bully Ray and a great up-and-coming face in Aries. I fully expect Aries to go over here, fully.
Two things about this. Number one, the X Division title is still on Aries, and he's now in a feud that's going towards the main event because Bully Ray is obviously a higher card wrestler. So the X Division belt's still there. It's mainly questioning when is he going to lose it, how is he going to lose it, who's he going to lose it to. But the other thing is, I personally see Bully Ray winning this, and then at the next bigger pay-per-view, giving Aries a bigger win at a later pay-per-view.
They probably could, but with this whole Joseph Parks thing, you think they might have a Biz versus Bully Ray at Slammiversary? I'm just saying, that's all. But this should be a good match. I'm looking forward to seeing these two go at it in the ring. The best heel in TNA right now is Bully Ray, and one of the best faces right now is Austin Aries. And to be honest with you, I will mention two things, though, which are... We only have 7 matches at this pay-per-view, so there's probably going to be a filler match added. Number 2, there's not going to be an X Division match, which I'm kind of... Even though I really want to see Aries versus Bully Ray, no X Division match is kind of like, you know, devoured by feeling for this pay-per-view a little bit. Maybe a number contenders match, who knows? I don't know.
Could do something, yes.
I'd like to see an X Division match open the card. Something like that. Maybe a Zima Ion versus a Tony Nese or something like that, anyway, because the X Division right now is really devoid of talent. They really need to bring some more talent. The only good talent they have right now is Team Ion, but there we go. I'm just rambling, guys, because now we're going to go on to the main event. Bobby Roode versus Rob Van Dam in a ladder match as decided on the go-home show for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. The one gimmick match they have on this pay-per-view. You know Russo isn't booking when there's only one gimmick match on the pay-per-view. Now, Bobby Roode is in 2 weeks' time will be the longest reigning TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I do not expect RVD to win this. And fucking hell, if he wins this, I will write. But I fully expect Bobby Roode to retain here, and they've been building this since the beginning. Even though I had disagreements with RVD being in the main event scene, hopefully Bobby Roode will just get some kind of legit victory in this ladder match. But I think with Rob Van Dam being how he is, they're probably going to have some bullshit finish, which isn't going to help him whatsoever.
Sadly, I look at this match and I kind of see why Rob Van Dam's in this match, because he's a big name and he's going to be a name to put over Roode before Roode obviously goes against Storm in a later pay-per-view, because it's going to happen, because obviously Storm needs the belt now to move on to his career. The ladder match, I find it interesting because we know how good wrestling companies are with ladder matches, so I'm expecting this to be a good match. The finish, I really can't see Rob Van Dam winning, and it really wouldn't do the whole Roode and Storm feud direction any good, because the belt's on someone else. And I think it's the best way to give Roode a positive win going up to Slammiversary.
They do need it, and but it should be a good match. Rob Van Dam is very good in ladder matches. Bobby Roode, I think could work a match like this. It'll be a bit of a test for him. He's been involved in these kind of matches before, but not as a singles competitor, I don't think, in the last couple of years. So I fully expect Bobby Roode to go over here, and it could, you know, there are a lot of matches on this card that could be good, but it's just a shame it's kind of filler for the next pay-per-view. But I guess the 10-year anniversary pay-per-view should be a big deal for TNA, but do they really need to throw this under the bus so much is my question.
Sadly, their concentration is on the next pay-per-view, and this one, yes, it's not a huge pay-per-view, but it's still a pay-per-view that could be concentrated on for different reasons. But it seems like all this is possibly, we can get things wrong, we can get surprise in this pay-per-view that could give us great direction for the next pay-per-view. Yeah. We'll just have to see what we get offered at the pay-per-view. There
could be some good wrestling on this show. There's a couple of matches in there that could be good to very good, and hopefully there will be some obvious storyline continuation going into the next pay-per-view, because if you're going to do a filler pay-per-view like this, at least make it do its job and, you know, fill the point to the Slammiversary pay-per-view. So hopefully we'll see some good wrestling, which is what I think they will do here with TNA, as they do work a slightly faster pace than WWE do, and there's some storyline progression to Slammiversary, hopefully.
If I go with what Dan said earlier, the fact that we've got 7 matches, a filler match, we saw at the end of the go-home show Abyss made an appearance, so I'm expecting him and maybe Joseph Parks, not together because they're the same bloody person.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting them to be on the show somehow, and just something to bid up time.
Hi there, I'm Daniel Parkin's brother. And as Daniel Parkin's brother, I think this pay-per-view will be fantastic. Ignore everything what my brother said. Take it away, NJ. You end the video. Get your comments, by the way.
Well, thank you very much, people. This has been a video that gave us our thoughts of the pay-per-view. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, well, Mr. Parkin and me, NJ. Till next time. Goodbye.